weather this past weekend has been so freaking nice. It is in the 70s, it's sunny, there's a breeze. So today's Sunday. Salah and I have the day. We finished up our chores slash work that we needed to get done, and so now it's like 2:30ish. We're gonna go play pickleball. If you have never played pickleball, it is such a fun, easy sport. I'm not good by any means, but I can play, like I can hit the ball, and it's a great workout. In at least Columbus, they've opened up so many pickleball courts. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna get some boba probably, and I don't know, I just wanna like be out and enjoy this weather, get some vitamin D. Yeah, just take you guys along for another weekly vlog. To go on a walk instead of pickleball because I realized there would be no shade on the courts and I don't want to sweat like a dog. Came to a nice shaded trail and just did a nice at least 2-mile walk. Just picked up our boba from Boba Paradise. This is their, what is it called? Sunset Delight, and it comes with the peach flavor and it's sparkling, so that's why I got it, because I love to get the sparkling soda base for mine. But I also added mango and just got the regular tapioca. The bobas are a little hard, but this has like mint, peach, mango, lime, I think, or apple. I just love to get boba in the summer. Good flavor, boba is okay. I'm gonna go get some groceries and then head home and wrap it up. Today is Monday. I'm about to go meet my friend for some boba. It is almost 4 p.m. and just been working throughout the day. I just ordered this new shirt from ASOS and I just know it's going to be one of my new go-tos. It's like this oversized, boxy, wide arm or wide sleeve striped shirts, and I just love anything brown. This is technically pink and brown. It looked kind of like cream and brown online, but it's actually pink, so I will link this. And then I've just got on my thrifted Levi's and Rothy's brown clogs, Bella scarf in the shade Deep Oak. I can't find this on their website for some reason, but yeah, 2 bobas in 2 days. You know, we're living the good life. Just realized that I have a little bit more time than I thought, so we could chat for a little bit. So yesterday, Salah and I went on our 3-mile walk, which felt so nice. And I just love to go on walks and have deep conversations about the future and like goals and stuff. I feel like that's just so important. It just got me thinking to give some big sister advice if anyone is ever, you know, trying to find their partner, their spouse. Just really choose a partner who you can continuously work on life with, revisit your goals, like push each other to meet those goals, and like actually help each other reach those goals, whether it's, you know, taking loads off of each other's plates or just giving someone to like vent to. As I'm getting older, I'm just realizing you have to put a lot of effort into cultivating deep, meaningful relationships. I feel like I'm just kind of babbling and I'm not making a lot of sense. So if anyone would ever be interested in more like sit down videos about, you know, my advice on certain life topics, I would be down to do that. If you're enjoying kind of the weekly day in the life structure vlogs, let me know about that as well. I feel like right now my method with YouTube is making these weekly vlogs. I'm hoping you guys are liking it and it's not feeling too repetitive. I'm always like wanting to switch it up, like include Q&As or what I eat in a days or whatever the case may be. Yeah, I'm meeting my friend, the one who just had her baby. I went to her baby's Akika this past weekend, and we're gonna like sit down, catch up, and hopefully get to spend some time with the baby, which I'm so excited about. And then afterwards, I have some chicken thawing in the sink. Well, it was thawing in the fridge overnight, and then I just took it out. FYI, if you let your chicken thaw out of the fridge for like multiple hours on end, stop doing that, because that increases, you know, the risk for bacterial growth, because the outside of the chicken is thawing more quickly than the inside. So you either need to let it slowly thaw in the fridge over a day or two, or put it in like a bowl of water so that it maintains the temperature better. I think it's either a whole chicken or like a whole chicken cut up into pieces. I couldn't tell because of when it was frozen in the Ziploc bag, but I think I'm just gonna season it and throw it in the oven. I was trying to figure out if I should do some sort of like fancy dish, but I think I'm just gonna do something more simple. I am currently on the last episode of Ginny and Georgia. If anyone has watched that show, it's so good. It's a little bit cringy and corny, but the main actress, the mom, Georgia, she's such a phenomenal actor. It is such an entertaining show to watch, and I'm so sad that I'm on the last episode. But I think I could probably head over to this place now, so I'll catch up with you after. Whenever I park at this lingerie studio, I have to like hike up a hill to get to my car, and it's just like the biggest burn after that class. It was a great class, great workout as usual. I have like these little mints at the front desk, and it's always my post-workout treat. Today I've been feeling very slow, like a lot of brain fog. I don't really know why. Well, I do know why. It's because I didn't sleep that well last night. I fell asleep late and then I woke up a few times in the middle of the night. But yeah, I just need to go home, finish up a few things, and the dinner I made last night we already finished, so I think tonight we're gonna make some steaks. I have some boxed halal steaks in my freezer that I've been waiting to use. One of them is a Wagyu steak, so that's why I wanted to like save it for a special occasion, but there's nothing coming up, and eat the steak, you know what I mean? Today is my baby niece's first birthday, and I am so emo. Last night I was editing this cute little video for her, and I was bawling my eyes out. I can't deal with just how much I love her, and I cannot believe she's one. So mashallah, she's the best baby girl. We're gonna head home, try to beat this rush hour traffic. It's 3:30 right now, so I feel like it's probably gonna be a little trafficy at this point. Hey guys, I totally forgot I was vlogging today, but I just went out to the mall to return a shirt that I had ordered from J. Crew. It was just a white long sleeve basic shirt, and because I need those just basic shirts, and I don't want it to be cropped, I actually wanted to kind of get a little, what's the word, scrunched up at the bottom, like to be long enough to do that. This one was just way too long and just like too big overall, so I went to go return that in person so that I didn't have to pay $8 for shipping. And I also got a few more presents for my niece's birthday, and I picked up some dinner from Whole Foods, but I just got this in the mail, and you guys are gonna die. I got a creamy keyboard. I am so excited. This thing is so cute. It's like green, bluish. It feels, I don't know how to describe it. The feeling I get reminds me of candy. So this is probably gonna motivate me to work even harder now. Yeah, I will link this in the description box. The only thing I didn't realize is that it's not Bluetooth. Like, I do have to plug it into my computer. I got my niece, who just turned 1 year old, one of those stools where they can stand at the counter's height and watch you cook or whatever you're doing, because I wanted to get something that's practical, and I looked on TikTok and Pinterest, and a lot of moms were saying that that's practical. And then I just got her some clothes and some shoes. So I have a vision for how this is gonna go. I want like a big box on the bottom, medium box on the middle, and then a small box on the top, probably the shoes. I'm gonna wrap it all up in some cute wrapping paper. Nothing screams spoiled like the first grandchild and first niece of the family. I left our big scissors downstairs, and I'm too lazy to get them, so I'm literally gonna use my little beauty scissors right here. Those scissors are much harder to use than I thought. I also literally only have like packing tape, so I don't know why. I feel like as a kid I used to use tape and scissors and just like stationary things so much more than I do now as an adult. Okay. 1 down, 3 to go. Okay, so for dinner, turn this light on. I got food from the Whole Foods Hot Bar. So I got some barbecue wings and buffalo chicken wings. And then this is their, I think it's coconut chicken curry soup. I usually go for the vegan lentil dal soup, which is literally so freaking good. But this one also looked good, so I thought, why not? Let's give it a try. So yeah, gonna eat some dinner and watch a show. Today is Thursday. I'm washing my bedding today, so that's why the bed looks a little crazy, but thought we could do a mid-vlog update. Last weekend I visited my family, had my niece's birthday party, and it was just a great overall weekend. I actually stayed, I think, 4 or 5 days in total, because each summer I like to have like a mini Cleveland vacation. I'm sorry, today is not Thursday, today is Wednesday. Almost 7 p.m. I'm getting pretty hungry, but first Salah and I are going to run some errands, and I made mensef last night, which was actually really good. I started the new season of Wednesday. I loved that show when it first came out, and I feel like these Netflix shows always take so long to come out. There's something that I have like literally been trying to restrain myself from announcing to the vlog and just people in my life in general all summer long, because I don't want to like announce things before I've actually established them as a habit and before like I follow through. You know what I mean? I want to be authentic and all that. My announcement is that I've read 2 books this summer. Which is a really big deal for me because I have not read a book for like leisure since I was 15 years old. I feel like I can officially say it's something I'm excited to do and look forward to doing. The reason why, you know, I started reading, granted I've read literally 2 books, is because I just needed an activity to do that wasn't screen time. That's basically it. It's not like I've given up my screen time and social media and shows and all that, but it was specifically the time between when I would eat dinner and watch a TV show to going to bed, because I would find myself watching like either too much TV or scrolling on my phone too much, and it just always left me feeling just really crappy, to be honest, and like bad about myself. Nothing about that brought any sort of like positive feelings to myself and my life. And then just like physically as well, it makes me groggy, my eyes hurt a ton. Last night, for example, I finished my second book 2 nights ago, so last night, since I didn't have a book to read, I watched a little more TV than usual, and I had a headache, and I'm like, this is not the move. So today we're gonna go to a library. My first 2 books, I went to Half Price Books to get it from, just because I feel like books, that's like so much paper. I'd rather just buy it used, and it's also cheaper that way. We're gonna go check out the library and see if they have any of the books that I want. This is the first time I've done this thing where I looked on TikTok to look up book recommendations, so I'm not just like stuck. I'm trying not to get like too fixated on finding the perfect book. I feel like this is also hard because the first book that I read was so good, and I'm like, okay, this set the bar really high. It was called Problematic Summer Romance, and basically I wanted to choose a book that I knew I would enjoy reading. Like, I'm not trying to pick out some sort of nonfiction, super knowledge-filled book, which is kind of embarrassing to admit, but I want it to be realistic, because the types of shows I like to watch are these reality shows, very entertaining things. To kickstart my reading journey, let me pick out something that I know I'm gonna like be entertained by and actually want to read the book, at least in the beginning. I love a good romance storyline. This book, without spoiling it, was about a grad student kind of falling for an older guy, which, you guys, this is so embarrassing for me to admit on this vlog, but I love, you know, stupid romance stories like that. It was very entertaining. It was a little spicy, if you know what I mean, and I didn't realize it would be like that, so it was not my intention to pick up such a spicy book. So if you are young, I don't recommend it. So I found a few, you know, recommendations on TikTok. I wrote it down in my notes app, and I'm trying not to judge a book by its cover, but I also, like the second book that I picked up, it was good, but I also didn't love it. I kind of had to force myself to finish it. Sorry, that was a lot of talking, but yeah, I think we're gonna head out soon, get these books, do our errands. Good morning. I just had my dentist appointment. No cavities, no diseases, we're looking good. Actually, last month I was having some weird like mouth issues where I was getting those little sores on the bottom of my mouth, like under my tongue, and the back of my molar gums were feeling so weird and sensitive, and I realized it was because I had switched my toothpaste. I've been using Arm & Hammer, this is so random, for like literally since 2019, and then I started using Sensodyne because as you guys know, I'm doing the teeth whitening, and I heard using Sensodyne is good for that. But the Sensodyne, which is literally for sensitive teeth, made me have, I guess, this allergic reaction. So just, you know, if anyone else is experiencing mouth discomfort, it sounds so weird. I had my appointment at 9 a.m. It is now 9:51 a.m. and I'm gonna go over to a coffee shop. You guys know the drill. I like to do this once, or at least once, maybe a few times a week. Do some work. And they opened up another, I believe it's a Yemeni coffee shop called Marib Coffee, and it looks really nice on the inside. Apparently they have like these workstations, and they specialize in kunefa, which I'm not planning to get kunefa this early, but I'm just excited to check it out. And then yeah, it's basically all on the agenda for today.